Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself. And say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and reflect on yourself. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing your body, bodily feelings, sensations, and whatever the thoughts arise in you, and all the natural process or the phenomena happening related to your body. And in the beginning, we start observing the sensation of our inhalation, exhalation as always. So when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, remember in the beginning to catch the sensation in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And through the sensation, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. And then follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation, knowingly. This is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation and exhalation. Also, you may experience some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So just recognize it, accept it. So whatever you feel as joy, pleasure, comfort, let it happen, but remember not to disconnect from the sensation. And once you become just completely 100% connected to the sensation and observe the very nature of the sensation change. So while you're observing the change, sometimes you may experience the sound, smell, or any bodily sensations, thoughts, the whatever become stronger than that sensation or catch your awareness, just see the change and see how it moving and disappearing, arising, existing for a moment and disappearing. And recognize that and follow only the change. So bring your attention to your body, and we're going to relax our body step by step. So mentally relax your body, followed my words. Relax your head, relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your ears, relax your nose, relax your upper lip, relax your lower lip, relax your chin, relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth, relax your tongue, relax your mouth, relax your throat, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs, relax your heart, relax your liver, relax your kidneys, relax your gallbladder, relax your pancreas, relax your small intestine, relax your large intestine, relax all abdominal organs, relax your buttock, relax your thigh, relax your knee, relax your calf muscles, relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Bring attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, please. And just allow naturally happen your inhalation, exhalation. And when it happen, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. Allow everything to settle down as it is. Be firm with the awareness. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end. Also, you may experience Some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. You're developing undisturbed mind. So mostly your mind go here and there and interfere with things. That's why you get disturbed. So when you develop firm tranquility mind, it's not going to get disturbed. Keep your attention to only to the sensation and observe the change impermanent of the sensation. Just keep focused in front of your nose and your upper lip area. If you feel any strong sensation anywhere in your body, just observe that. Otherwise, stay in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light and expand the capacity to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, mostly in day-to-day life, we use the word normal. And sometimes we say be normal. So when it comes to this normality, being normal, and what is the right way to be normal? Because if you go with the society and try to become normal with the society, you just become a part of that current and you become part of that people. So when it comes to normality, normal, if we go to the meaning of the normal or normality, conforming to a standard, usual, typical or expected condition. So that is what called normal. So in conventional level, we try to keep our mind in normal state. And if you start to behave in a different way, and some people start to complain, you are not normal. So being normal is not, in conventional way, being normal is not profitable at all. It always brings the misery, unsatisfaction, fear, difficulties, worry, sadness, disappointed, anxiety, depression, like that situations. But we mostly try to condition our mind to be normal. That means keep it to the way that other people want or other people behave or according to the others like to see us. And that is where you get trapped. You get caught up with the, the samsara. And that is where mostly others' opinions start to overtake our life. And when other people become mad and you become victim to their emotional difficulties. And even when sometimes when other people become happy, and that also become a very difficulty for you. So as you know, some people, when they become happy, they go hunting and shoot animals. And when they become happy, they do parties and killing animals, and they do gaming and killing animals, becoming happy. See, when somebody become happy, and out of that happiness, what happened to another living being? So also when somebody become worry, unhappy, sad, and out of that, and sometimes people blame, hit, abuse, killing. So they do that kind of things. See, that when according to the others' conditions and the opinions and situations, we have to go with it. The very reason, because we are the one who keep our mind in normal condition and according to the way that society expect. So then yourself remember, if you come to the Buddha's teaching never try to take you to just kind of a normal state. It never allow you to stay there because it is unsafe place. And you always try to tell to your husband, wife, children, parents, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, be normal, be normal. But what you mean by normal is not a safe place for anyone. Why? Because that is where you get ignited by the greed, hatred and the delusion. So then where you can find the safe place, what is the real normality according to the Buddha's teachings or according to the vipassana level of understanding? Because this vipassana level is a very brand new technology or the concept or the method that the Buddha introduced to the world when they go with the all other meditation practice. Even when it comes to vipassana, if you deeply observe, If you go to the deeper connotation with the Pali, and you cannot explain by English just using the word meditation. Because the meditation is always try to contemplate it trying to tranquilize the mind. It doesn't explain beyond the tranquility state. But the vipassana is beyond the tranquility state. But as ordinary people, according to the practice point of view, we use this word even meditation even for the vipassana. But the vipassana is a kind of like you come to a mental state with fully observation, 100%, maximum level of observation. And without that interfering with any other perception from the outside, just but the only the mind. So that is the vipassana level of state of your mind. And other thing is, it's fully open. It is not hide or hold or conditioned by some ideas or the patterns or the methods. It's fully open and independent. And there is no prejudice. Without any prejudice, hierarchy, you are completely become free and fully activated. So that kind of mind, when you able to come to that kind of mind, when you able to develop that kind of condition in the mind, and what happening? You are start to recognize in the very first level, you start to recognize you. That recognition is the most important part when it comes to the wisdom, recognition of yourself. Of course, in conventional life, spiritual life, we have a goal, we have a desire, and we have a higher purpose. But at the same time, if you don't come to a point to understand who you are, how are you going to develop a purpose in you? So the beginning of the spiritual path is in the beginning, just recognizing yourself as who you are. Who I am. What is this? What is happening within this body? So recognizing that is the most important part. But the thing is, without looking at it, how are you going to recognize? So then in the very first level, you have to look. Your body, you have to look. Your feelings, you have to look. Your sensation. Why? Because that is what we call I am. So once you start to look, you're going to see that whatever you hold as me or self or soul, and it always change. And it always depending, and it always conditioned by the mental formations. That recognition will help you to recognize what is happening inside you, and that will help you to see who you are. So once you recognize who you are, and then you're going to see your future. Because without recognizing who you are, how you can have a purpose? But the very wrong thing mostly what we does, when we want to know ourselves, we look outside. That's why we go to read horoscope, psychic people, and sometimes we get the advice from a third person. You go to advisors, and sometimes you go to doctors, psychologists. So that kind of we get the help out of that. Of course, you can fix your life just to be normal. That means you again go to unsafe mood. But that unsafe mood is we take as safe mood. That is itself we take untruth as truth, illusion as reality. So then in the beginning, through the vipassana, what we does, we develop a mechanism inside you deeply to recognize what is happening within yourself. That is what you need. So, and once you come to that level, once you come to understand that, and you develop undisturbed mind, mean you always going to be with your inner awareness. So the inner awareness is related to your body, your feelings, your mind, your sensation, your inner experience. So when you stay with that, you're going to be safe. But if you go out beyond your skin, remember, you are in unsafe mood. So through the vipassana, is we come to develop this safe mood in day-to-day life. That is according to the vipassana. That is what normal state of your mind. Not just trying to confirming or try to become standard according to whatever other people want, or try to be usual to 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 get a good opinion from others, like that way. So then when you want to stay with the body, with your mind, with your feelings, so what you have to do? You have to look and you have to keep following it. So mostly what we does through Instagram, through Facebook, and we just follow other people. Useless. And most of, that the most of lie. There's no something truth you can find out of just following people. And the YouTubers, they try to get the views and they create some, anything to make people laugh, ignorance, and you just caught up with that. And you just now become a most famous thing is you start to become a follower of the live stream. And so this everything from outside world. But you have to remember, if you forget yourself and if you are not aware regarding yourself, whatever you follow with this outside world, it's not going to bring something good to yourself. Why? Because yourself, that whatever that the we name as self is very complicated mechanism. So I will explain a little bit and try to catch it. So what is this self and how it behave? So as you know, we have eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. And so through this everything, all the perception we catch and maintain it. So beyond your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, there is nothing. But then how this self come and how this happening like this way? If there is anything else not happen beyond this, how this, because the eye relate this physical eye, this physical ear, physical nose, physical tongue, this physical body, this everything related to four elements: heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. As a little baby, you born to this world, look, because of the food and the environment, little by little, the way you change. And at the same time, you experience something inside you as self or the spirit. So this is what happening. This interconnection of this all the six unit is called self. So what is happening then? How the self experience? This is what happening. When you start to experience something through your eye, so what happening? Your ear, nose, tongue, body, mind start to hold as the self. And then when the eye drop it, when you start to hear something, so I drop the experience and jump to the other four things, and the ear becomes separate from nose, tongue, body, mind, and eye. So then nose, tongue, body, mind, and eye start to experience whatever come through the ear. So then other four things become the self. And once the ear drop experience, you go to maybe strong aroma come. So through the nose consciousness, you get it, and what happening? That nose consciousness get dropped from that all other five, and your eye, nose, tongue, body, mind experience that. So one time your eye consciousness becomes self, and another time it become a part of the self. One time your ear becomes self, another time it become part of self. So like that, all these five senses and six senses and six consciousness interconnected and change moment by moment, moment by moment. So whatever strong in that very moment, what happening? It start to play the role and main role, and it become the strongest consciousness. Other all five things become the experiencer. And when it lose that consciousness, and then maybe through nose, if you start to experience something, or through your body, if you start to experience something, what happening? It become the main extreme power of the the provider, and other all five things start to become a receiver and become the self. So like that, your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, always depending from form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition. So this is a kind of like the mechanism. It's kind of like the machine inside. This everything naturally happen. So when you're able to tackle this, and what is happening, you start to recognize this is a natural process. Otherwise, we take this as the self. And then once you take this moment as self, what happening? You start to think, oh, yesterday I was like this, 10 years before I was like this, or within another 10 years, I going to do this. So like that, you start to build. So that building process is still called the journey of the samsara. So tackling this method and catching this process is the technique of the vipassana. So it is there. Only thing is, you just have to observe. This is naturally happening. There's nothing that you can add. This is happening inside you. Only thing, you have to observe and recognize this. Once you recognize in this very moment of your experience, you understanding that mostly whatever in our mind as thoughts is not the real life. The real life completely different than what you think. The moment of experience, in this very moment of experience, is your real life. So recognizing that and understanding that is the normal way of living according to the Vipassana or the Buddha's teaching. So when you live like this way, what will happen to you? So if you can, you develop this method. So according to what you think, because now you see very clearly, according to what you think, what you say become equal. And according to what you think, what you say, and what you do, these three things, three actions become equal, no difference. So what you think is not different than what you say. What you say is not different than what you do. So your bodily, verbally, mentally actions become one. Try it. Just 1 minute try. Just to practice. 1 minute try what you think and say the exactly same thing and do the exactly same thing. But in day-to-day life, what we does? When we see a person, and sometimes, in our mind, we feel irritated, unpleasant, blaming, angry. But how about when we go, give hand to hand? Oh, how are you? Very, this, happy to see you. So like that, we tell lies, and sometimes deeply we are suffering, unhappy, sad, worried, difficult. And then when we go to other people, oh, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Why we do that way? Because in our mind, we condition us to keep normal. That's a trap. You keep doing it, keep doing it. You disconnecting from the truth. See, inside you, you are the one who disconnecting from truth. Why? Because we have the fear, we condition our mind, and we are in a kind of like habitual patterns. We think it should be like this way. And the people also conditioned to hear that way. As example, if somebody asks you, I have done it, so you can do it, you know. So if somebody asks, how are you doing? Tell, I'm not good. Some people, by hearing it, they paralyze. Why? Because they just heard, ask it not to do anything. They just ask because that is normal for them to ask like that way. And if somebody really say, I'm not good, they don't know what to say. Why? Because they used to hear, oh, I am good, thank you. That's it. So even in day-to-day life, we caught up in that. So then remember yourself. At least 1 minute, 2 minutes. So when you start to see the process of your mind, this naturally what is happening, that is what called eightfold path. You come to the right path to go this journey. How? Your bodily, verbally, mentally actions become interconnected, match each other. So what you think, what you say, what you do, and it's going to become same. So when you come to that, what happening? When you come to that level, it's if you even if you try just 1 minute, keep every day 1 minute, as example, every day 6 p.m. 1 minute, you think and you do, you say the same thing, no different, not something what you think or what you say, not different, equal. So if you keep that way, in a few days, what will happen? You're going to experience in that very moment, your mind start to come to a level, it completely going to uplift from the conventional condition. You come to a different level of mind. So we are today, what happening in deeper inside, nothing wrong with anybody. This is not a reason because of economy or the COVID or the politics or the weather or nothing. This is what happening, all this samsara journey. So what is happening when your mind somewhere else, when you do something else, when you say something else, you have no power. You kind of like a dust. You are very weak. You don't have any energy. You just do something, but there is no real strength inside that. But when your body, mind, words interconnected, in that very moment, you create a kind of energy. So in that level, what happening? Your mind start to become mature to the highest level, even in 1 second. In that level, what is happening? It is very beautiful because that is the power of you. It's kind of like a very valuable, jewelry or the gem. You sharpen and start to open. It is something like that. That is because that is the most beautiful the gem, the ornament that you carry in you, your mind, but you neglect it, you forget it. There are a lot of dust on it. It cannot shine. So why? The mind somewhere else, body somewhere else, word somewhere else. Reason? You try to be normal according to in day-to-day life. You forget you. So then once you come to a point, your body, mind, and the breathing, the thoughts start to come to a one level, in your mind, you start to get out of the fear or the dreams or the mental formations or the conditions or the cause, because we are the cause and the condition of yesterday from our history. We go like this. Even as you know, some children, most children, when they born in within very 3 years, it's like psychologically, they have done experiment. Within 3 years, mostly they talk their previous lives experience, because the cause and conditions, and that is where we go always. That's what we build up. We go with it. So in this very moment, you are cause and condition by yesterday, or day before yesterday, or even from the samsara, because of what happening. This is what happening. So if somebody put a rubber snake or mosquito or crocodile or any kind of spider, you get afraid. So it is plastic, but you get afraid. So see, that plastic thing, it is not real, but your fear become real. So then what does that mean? To have the real experience, you don't need something from outside to be real. So you go through real experience without from outside something not real. That happened because of the cause and condition. So then whatever come to your mind in this very moment, and what you experience mostly as thinking this from outside, this is real, this is happening. If you take a bird's eye view or third party, view, you see it is not like that. It is mostly 75%, mostly 90%. It is condition of your mind. All fear, anxiety, depression, unhappiness, sadness, worry, this is a byproduct of our own cause and conditions. The reality is something else. But what we experience is the reality for us. My point is, mostly what you experience, even though you think it is really that you are responding to outside, mostly that you are responding to your inner cause and conditions. That cause and conditions become more strong and powerful, and it attack to your inside, and because of that, what happening, your cause and condition start to throw your mind somewhere, your word somewhere, your action somewhere. It disconnect the interconnection of the body, mind, and the words. Bodily action, verbal action, mental action. It disconnect by the cause and condition developed by you. And because of that, what you experience in this very moment detached from the reality. So then what you have to do? Reverse the mechanism. Build up the real format that you brought here. So what is that? Bring your mind What you think, what you say, what you do, bring it to one point. In that one point, what will happen? You build up the strength. That strength, what I call the gem that inside you, once it light, it never going to respond to your cause and conditions built by yesterday. That's the beauty. When you remember this, when your mind, body, mentally action, verbal action, physical action, if you able to bring these three things together, in that very moment, whoever you are, whoever you become, in that very moment, that mind not responding to your cause and conditions built by yesterday. So then what happening in that very moment, as a result of your the matured mentality, you're going to experience the perception very clearly with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So then according to the perception that what you experience, if you want to respond, you respond knowingly, very clear with understanding, and your bodily, verbally, mental action as one. And then when you do that way, there is nothing go wrong. That is what called right. Because there is nothing go wrong. No one can claim it as wrong. That is where you become right. So that is what called being normal according to Vipassana. So try it. So what we know, try to be normal in conventional life. Remember, it always put us to condition, put us to be usual like other people. It's we try to follow the standard level with other people. So that's mean if they are greedy, that we have to go with that. If they are ignorant, we have to go with that. If they are angry, we have to go with that. That it itself called sansara. So we are in that current. We used to be like that way. We try to teach to our children to be like that. Even ourselves, we try to become like that way. So then yourself, you have a better opportunity to look deeper inside you and transform yourself. This conventional normal, being normal, this normality is okay. But our purpose is not to be like this forever in this samsara. So our purpose is being normal like this way enough for us. And we want to be really connected to the normality within ourselves rather than disconnecting from us just to be in a social normality. We try to become normal for ourselves. That's mean with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, become one person. In that moment of experience, your mind become fully activate, fully operate, fully conscious, and it become fully open. And there is nothing can interfere it. And there is no any prejudice or no any hierarchy carry within that. No any patterns or methods or the habits can overtake that moment. That is the pure conscious level of existence. That is where you're going to experience your liberation. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, May all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava ettavataca ammi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahannotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.